Hey guys, so we just got some news that Activision is probably going to be making a new Spider-Man game, or at least it's in development and set for a release date of sometime next year. Now, we did find out about this because they do have to report certain projects to investors just so they know what the state of the company is and how it's going to be in the future, etc., etc. Now, this can go one of two ways. You can be optimistic or you could be cautiously optimistic because, as we know, the Marvel Cinematic Universe isn't too popular for its games. They had their greats such as Iron Man 2, Captain America, and Thor, which really didn't make much money and they were pretty fucking awful. They were pretty crappy. So, how this could go is kind of. I think it'll go good because Activision does make a lot of games. They have a lot of experience in that. And I do believe they did make Spider-Man, like one of the original Spider-Man 1 and 2 games. So there's hope for it. So as far as I guess what we would like from a Spider-Man game, me personally, I do like the Amazing Spider-Man video game tie-in. That was probably one of the better ones that I've played. They really perfected, I guess, the free roam aspect of the game and just kind of the whole dynamic of how the character moves, how he fights. Everything about it was just really good. So I kind of hope they take it that route. Now, I do gotta say, I still kind of prefer Spider-Man 2 at the same time. Just the way the character moves in that is a lot better. Preferably, one of my little favorite things that's kind of insignificant, but when you're like jumping off the building, he falls all the way, and he doesn't catch himself. You could literally die. He just bounces up like 20 feet in the air. I always liked that. I don't know why. I just like the aspect that you could do anything. Like, that's one thing I didn't like about Amazing Spider-Man. So, like, if you were to fall like 100 feet, he catches himself immediately. But yeah, that's one thing the new game would have to have. It'd have to be free roam, open world. That's kind of like a requirement now for Spidey games for fans and everything. Uh, but yeah, the graphics, I guess, just good graphics, good swinging dynamics. Bring back the swinging where you have to be next to a building. I do enjoy that. That's one thing the Amazing Spider-Man kind of went away from, but I would like that back if they want to go a more realistic route with it, I guess. And besides that, I guess story-wise, just focus on one story. That's one thing all the Spider-Man games, well, most of them have when it comes to free roam. They try to focus on too many things. Well, I guess even like the solo games like Shattered Dimensions, Edge of the, I don't fucking know what the other games were, but they try to focus on too much stuff. Just keep it like one solid story, much like, let's say, The Last of Us or Uncharted or stuff like that, where it's just kind of one single story, has a beginning and an end, and that's kind of all that happens. I think that's what they should do. I don't think it should be in continuity or anything, but it should have a nice story that has an end to and finish, and it's interesting, to say the least. So yeah, overall, I think that's all I'd want from this new Spider-Man game. Just be interesting, have one solid story, have free roam. You know, let us die if we jump off a building, I guess. And stick to buildings, yeah. And other than that, I guess one thing that made Spider-Man did fail, at least in my perspective, have more missions. Like, once you beat the game, have missions or have enemies you can fight. Because that's one thing I didn't like. Once I finished the game, it was just kind of done. There was nothing else to do except swing around. But, yeah. Overall, I'm cautiously optimistic just because MCU doesn't have the best track records with games, but it is Activision, so that's a little hope right there. So yeah, overall I'm cautiously optimistic for this game. Let me know what you guys think about this. What do you guys want from the Spider-Man game? Would you like better fighting, better swinging dynamics, like Arkham style fighting, all that kind of stuff? Or do you kind of just not want any free roam at all and just want one single story from this? Let me know down in the comments below, and yeah.